All right, so we are less than 2 days away from the Genshin Squadron network test, and they are continuing to bring us some reveals. So yesterday we had Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla tweeted out as a new character that's going to likely be in the network test. Then we also have full power Bojack, and we can talk a little bit about 18 and Cooler as well. I mean, these two were very, very good in the previous network test. A lot of people were not able to like actually use Cooler until the end, but Cooler seemed like he was going to be very good as well. We'll talk about these two just because of how strong they are. But the main focus in today's video is going to be Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla and of course the full power Bojack, and we'll just see how good they are. This is my first time actually looking at their gameplay, and again, we probably will have I'm gonna say 2 more character reveals potentially. We still have Vegeta, Trunks, and Kid Gohan that need to be posted on the Twitter account like officially. So we'll see what happens there, but let's go ahead and take a look at Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla since she was tweeted yesterday. And let's see what she does. So well, from what I understand, Caulifla is any and all opponents can bring it on, protect your allies and boost your own damage. Is this maybe a technical character? No, boost your own damage. This might be a tank character. So this is a transforming Caulifla then, huh? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, she definitely is transforming. She has a lot of health too, I feel like. So she might be a tank character. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So that's a little like AoE pushback move right there. Okay, so she is a tank character, and again, any and all opponents can bring it on, provoke enemies to protect your allies and boost your own damage. So enemies you provoked will deal less damage to you. Oh, so if she hits an enemy, they like get a provoked status. And from there, like I don't know if are they locked onto you? Like, oh, does she force them to lock onto you? They attack her? That could be pretty good as a tank. Like forcing enemies to just, yeah, they're locked onto me. I like that. I like that. Okay. And I assume it could be any attack that she does. Because this is just another one of her skills, it looks like. Okay. And this is the Storm Kick. That was her passive. So attack with the triple roundhouse kick. So that's 3 separate kicks right there, huh? Okay. Applies provokes 2 enemies you hit. So it does specifically state that. If the attack hits at close range, the duration of provoked will be extended. Okay. Let me turn that music on right there. If the attack hits at close range, the duration of provoked will be extended. Okay. Cannot move. No, you can move an aim direction using this skill. So you could push enemies back. Okay. Dive hit. So that is a dive. Oh wow, look at that range right there. That's a pretty decent distance. Okay. And that blast could probably go farther since it's just a straightforward blast, right? Fires an explosive energy blast, performs a follow-up attack to 2 enemy heroes on hit. Excuse me. Provoked enemy heroes will take additional damage. So this will be really good for enemies running away, I think, more so than enemies that like you could definitely use it to close in on an enemy, but ideally the provoked enemy hero is provoked, right? So that they take more damage. So I think this is more so intended for enemies running away. Now, in terms of an escape option, I want to see if this happens. Like if she hits a wall, does she still dive towards it? Or does she actually have to hit a player? Because, you know, again, escape options will always be super useful in a game like this. So I kind of will need to test this to see how good it is. But yeah. Well, actually, no. Actually, it's performance of follow-up attack 2 enemy heroes on hit. So if she hits like a wall, she will not follow-up attack. So this might not be like an escape kind of move. This will probably be her escaping with this energy blast released. Energy release is skill 3. Release a field of energy around you. Blocks enemy energy attacks and prevent them from approaching. So oh, actually, she blocks the energy attacks. So she could actually like block like ults from this. Like a spirit bomb. She's like, nah. That's what I assume. Prevents them from approaching. Applies movement speed up to self. So this definitely is her way of escape because she gets movement speed up too. So this is a crush cannon. Oh, so this is her ult. It applies provoke to all of them. Can move and change direction. So this doesn't stagger them, but it forces them to lock onto her. Okay. And then she just raises the damage reduction of the passive, bring it on, which she transforms at level 7. Okay. She seems like she doesn't have a lot of like, how to explain it? I do like her because she could target lock multiple people onto you and she gains damage reduction for that. But the only issue with this kind of thing is she'll target the enemies to you. We have to see how strong her damage reduction is. Because, okay, let's take a look at the passive skill. What does it state specifically? Is it per enemy or is it just enemies that provoked will just deal less damage? So I assume it's per enemy, but I mean, this Kamehameha did like very little damage to her. This is like a level 15 Kamehameha. That's really high damage reduction, man. Oof, look at that, man. That's a very high damage reduction. I do wish they showed us the damage she deals here. I wonder if they don't show the damage because they nerfed tank damage really badly. Because tank damage in the previous network test is really high. And they're like, yeah, actually, it would look unattractive if we show the tank's damage. I hope that's the case. Because tanks should not be doing a lot of damage anyways. But, something we have to wait and see. But I do like her. Okay, now that I saw that, I just rechecked this. Looks fine. And we can see a little bit of damage here, I guess, huh? I mean, well, no, it shows like, okay, these are like level 11 players. They keep showing like super low HP situations here. I mean, yeah, I see that does like no damage. Yeah. This makes me hopeful that tanks are not going to do a lot of damage right there. Yeah, because it's not like that was doing crazy damage either. And she had she was the same level. Okay. This makes me hopeful that tanks are having their damage load. Because really looking at that, she's not doing a lot of damage, right? Which is good. So with this in mind, she's definitely like a provoker. I think, you know, obviously things are gonna have to do some sort of damage, so we'll see. I don't want it to be like they do zero, completely nothing. They have to do something. But I like what I'm seeing from there. Okay. She's an interesting character. What are people thinking? I saw a lot of people liking this. Kel would have been a tank since she bottled everyone from besides Jiren. I guess so. Okay, well, no one's really talking about the design, but Bebop right here is talking about the design. I do, well, maybe it could have been the actual design of the game, you know, but whatever. Anyways, I assume it's going to be like the design of the character itself, but let's take a look at Full Power Bojack. He was the one that tweeted today, so I haven't really seen too many people talk about him just yet. Of course, you know, Caulifla versus Bojack, people are going to talk about it, saying more, but okay. Another transforming character. Ooh, the Bojack squad. Oh, Bojack's gonna be good. That move was already looks good to me. Right, Super Saiyan Vegeta vibes. So that's kind of similar to Piccolo. Okay. This is his ult. Oh. I just. That just covers the whole field, dude. What? So, Full Power Bojack. Obviously, he definitely looks like a damage roll to me with that ultimate. A hero specializing in group tactics who dominates the battlefield with AoE attacks and explosive. Yep, okay. Let's see. So, if rush attack is used against an enemy hero, your subordinates will perform a follow-up attack. Oh. So you need to damage them with your skill, and then they get a little status right here, where then again, oh no, actually no, that's just a skill. So it seems like it. I don't know if it's gonna be random or is it like, you know, we know which enemies are gonna do it, but depending on the. So wait, where's the? Okay, let me go back to this first. So this is just Goku. Is that like a debuff right there? That is the it seems like paralysis. Just extra damage, and then stagger. That looks like it might be stagger. Okay. Fires 2 energy blasts that explode and impact with the galactic blaster. That's the skill we just saw. I mean, looks like an average skill, honestly. Just for damage, right? Scatter energy blast with the conflict bloom. They will explode when hit by an energy attack from an enemy or hero after a certain amount of time passes. Can move and change direction when using the skill. Okay, so again, very similar to Piccolo's scatter shot blast, honestly. Very, very similar to that. You could potentially use some really interesting setups with that. So they'll explode, obviously, after hit by an energy attack. Psycho Thread. Call upon your subordinates and send out threads of energy. Applies movement speed down and damages enemies within the AoE, bro. Kafka, Honkai Star. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Okay, they came first. Subordinates will retreat if damaged, but their number will increase according to the level of the skill. And after dealing continuous damage, additional explosions will occur based on the numbers remaining. Okay. So, obviously, movement speed down. Now, you can damage the subordinates. So, if you hit them, you can get rid of them. But this is a pretty big area of effects for movement speed down right there. Again, like, let's say someone's going to try and attack, like, your God of Destruction. Hold up, let me fix my headset. Like, if someone's going to go try attack your God of Destruction, you just set this outside there. You set Frieza. You have, like, you could have Bojack, Frieza, and then Cooler, dude. Like, imagine a setup like that where, or even, like, Super Saiyan Vegeta, where it's like, you just keep enemies from going in. Like, again, Super Saiyan Vegeta with Bojack, Super Saiyan Vegeta with Dabura, like, so many of these characters is gonna be so good. Vegeta is just continuing, just gonna be great. Even like Caulifla, you like make enemies lock onto you and then just stay in this kind of like general area. But dude, Vegeta is just Vegeta's gonna, especially I think, run this network test as a tank. Like, everything I'm seeing here is just like, oh yeah, I keep saying things where I'm like, dude, this with Vegeta's skill, right? Okay. Because like if you keep him in the middle here, like imagine double movement speed down. You could say it's overkill, but like you kind of want to jump enemies. You kind of want to jump characters, which is the thing with Caulifla that I guess I'm only a teeny bit worried about. Like, if you like target 4 people on you, you could distract them, but like, what if they just ult you and then you're dead? I guess that's kind of wasting their ult stuff. Huh? I don't know. Like they just, well, I mean, technically they only have to hit you once. So especially if you're dealing with ranged fighters like Piccolo could just like blast you from afar. And then he's like, oh, I'm good. And then he could either just leave or, you know, you guys get what I mean, right? Caulifla will be really good against like close-up fighters, maybe. Caulifla is not going to be that good against Dabura, though. You see Dabura, you switch off Caulifla. I don't know why I'm talking about Caulifla here when I'm looking at Bojack, but anyways, this is a good move. This is a good move. This, oh, you know, I mean, this is a skill. This plus Dabura too, like lock him down. That's good. Yeah, dude. This plus Dabura, that's like the same area of effect. So, I mean, I guess, yeah. Bojack, Dabura, Frieza, then maybe Cooler or Vegeta. It's gonna be really good. That's gonna be a really strong setup. I could like all of them set up like that. I think that's gonna be very tough. Call your subordinates, fire 5 energy blasts, and then after a certain amount of time, they'll converge at the center, so they all zoom in there. And again, this is just gonna be a big damage blast. It's nothing special, but follow-up attacks from Galactic Assassin will deal increased damage. Okay. Well, I mean, Bojack looks good to me as well. I think Bojack's going to be very, very strong. I was talking about Cooler. Let's just take a look at Cooler again real quick. Again, we don't have to see too much about like Cooler in terms of like his, because he was in the last network test, right? And again, your skills will be improved in various ways. Obviously, he's the tank character. So yeah, this is immune to all. So when an enemy hero lands an attack during immune to all, your next skill will be in enhanced retaliation. And then the next skill will be enhanced when you have retaliation. So again, he hits you and then you get the retaliation, which is like this little aura that he has. For a second, we thought, I remember during the network test, we didn't really know for sure what immune to all was going to do because Cooler was locked me on shop level. So it was a thing of, oh my goodness, is immune to all like he's actually going to be invincible during that? But no, it's just a status he gets, I believe. I don't believe he's actually like immune to everything when he uses this skill like that. Fire beam that does continuous damage. Destruction ray, this was kind of like whatever to me, honestly. Like obviously just will do extra damage, and we see the stagger or continuous damage, but this is what's good. High pressure movement speed down with this right here, and yeah, again, this plus like I get Bojack skill, Deborah, apply stagger and movement speed down, like it, yeah, and the duration will be extended with retaliation. Oh yeah, dude, look at that. Wait, so applies high pressure. Look! Is that not crazy? Performs a lunging attack. If used while retaliation status is active, enemy will be held and dragged with the movement speed down applied. Yeah. Cooler's good, dude. Cooler's really good. And then obviously forcing them to the center, just like Vegeta. Rage enemies are pulled. Right, okay, the rage enemies are pulled from are increased with retaliation. Yeah, the Cooler is so good, right? People at first wasn't sure like how to rank Cooler because they couldn't use him, but it's just like you look at Cooler, dude, and it's just like he had the exact same. He had so many of the same things that Super Saiyan Vegeta had, and we all know Vegeta was good, so. I'm just glazing the hell out of Vegeta in this video, dude. Like, for real, Vegeta is just crazy. Let's take a look at 18 here. 18 was very, very strong on release right there. I don't remember her. Did she always have these 4 bars right here? I didn't use 18 that much, to be fair, so I could be misremembering. I don't know if, yeah, so I don't know if she always had those 4 bars, so. What about the enemy with carefully planned attacks? So, yeah, Salt Rush right there. So, I guess it shows you. I don't know if it always showed you the amount of Assault Rush attacks that you need. Okay. So Assault Rush will be, no, that's not what I meant. You guys will see what I mean. Assault Rush will be applied to an enemy hero first attempt after attacking them 4 times in a row, increasing your damage against them. So this is why it's like it benefits you for hitting the enemy, which is what you want. Which is why 18 was so good. She just hits you. She just is relentless, right? And then she gets a damage bonus from doing that. Less HP has more damage it deals, so again, this will be really good for chasing down enemies who are trying to run. It will pursue an enemy hero if you attack them, so it also tracks, yeah. Okay. This lightning step, it's an evasive move. It applies no skills. It's a Russian move. The more stacks of Assault Rush applied to the target, the greater damage. So this is also something you could use to chase enemies down, by the way. 18 was very annoying. Lunging attack, accelerate dash with the attack hits an enemy, can use again immediately. And again, that's what the bars we saw, like the white bars right there. We saw earlier right here. Yeah, this right here, you see this? That was the Assault Rush right there. Accelerate dash, sorry. Heartbreaker, unleash a powerful punch that causes shockwave and explosion. Attack deals additional damage to enemies inflicted with Assault Rush. Apply staggers to the enemies, defeating enemy heroes or assisting ally heroes. It reduces the cooldown. So, you know, you can actually, if you kill someone with this, you reduce the cooldown. Or again, if you assist ally heroes with this. So, yeah, 18's still just as busted as I remember. Yeah. Cooler really good too. So, I mean, these four pretty good characters. Dude, Caulifla's damage reduction is crazy. Like, you really look at it. At first, I was worried, but you look at this damage reduction again. It's not like this Kamehameha did like no damage. Like, look at the damage it does. Also, the video is super mega blurry because I guess it just didn't give it time to load in. But hello, can you continue? I just want to show one more time in good quality, and then I'm in the video here. 20 minutes, goodness. Okay, never mind. It's not good quality. Apparently, just look at that. That amount of health that she has is really crazy too. So, yep, it's actually not that crazy, but with the reduction she has, yeah, it's pretty nasty. Yeah. Okay. So let me know what y'all thinking about Caulifla, Bojack, and obviously Cooler and 18 are good. Thanks y'all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.